There we go, live session number 3. Let's see if today is gonna be the day. Actually, really hope to. Welcome to everyone that's actually coming in. I hope you had a good Sunday. Welcome everyone. I'm still stuck in the sound, as always. I'm gonna be honest, today I don't feel like I'm finding something actually, but only future will tell. Hey, Hilai. What's up? It's all good, thank you. I'm still stuck in this round. I was hoping for someone to join and just to like have a little talk. And you always come in handy. Thank you. Yo, you are like your games are popping off. Actually, you are having a crazy luck. I started the stream like almost half an hour ago. Yeah. Done a couple encounters. 100 for Latios and like 60 for Feebas. Yeah. I hope it actually comes to my house because I'm having no one. Yeah, I really do. I also already prepared the graphic for Magikarp and Feebas together. I'm super sure that I'm gonna find Latios before Feebas, so I don't wanna be betrayed by Latios at this point. Everything is already set up. I just need Latios, and if I actually find Latios this stream, I should be able to just switch to Magikarp like in a second. I got already the two graphics set up, the one with the 3 devices and the one with the single device. I really hope so. I'm desperate actually. I'm kinda getting used to like sitting here and like looking at Latios at the screen. Pretty sad. Just kidding, actually. Hunting for legendaries is actually fine. It's fun. "14 months? My goodness. Actually, I'm on Latios from the beginning of the year, since the 1st of January. So I'm actually almost 2 months in. That's actually crazy if you think about it, because I mean, I'm double hunting for it. I should have found it like, I don't know, at least 2 weeks ago. At least. It is what it is. Welcome to everyone that's joining. We are still here, as always, chilling, grinding, and hoping. That's actually the maximum I can do. They say, actually. That's the problem. I need like certain things in my life. Today a friend of mine actually showed me that he bought a Whiscash card, and I'm taking it as a sort of like, I mean, if this is not the day I'm getting a Whiscash, I'm never getting it, actually. With all the Pokemon cards that he could have bought, he bought a Whiscash. This means that I'm finding it, and I would be actually fine with it. I mean, in the end, it's not even common as a Pokemon, so it's cool. I think it's not common actually, because it might be common with the Super Rod. I don't know, because this is actually the first time I approach a Super Rod, or I mean a Rodhound ever. So yeah, that's also kind of strange, because in 3 years of shiny hunting, it's the first time that I'm fishing, but it's actually pretty underrated in my opinion. Not the Merald. I mean, fishing by itself is, in 4th gen it's not amazing, but for example in 3rd gen there are insanely good Pokemons as like Shelter. That's orange, it's so cool in my opinion. And I will go for it eventually, one day. Hi Joaquin, hope you're doing good. I think I didn't understand your last message, Eli. I'm not in a route actually. If that's what you actually mean, I'm in the Mount Cornet, it should be called. It's the only place in which you can find Feebas in 4th gen. That's the only like little lake in which you can find Feebas. And it's also a legitimate question actually, because I think I have never said that I'm in that place actually. I kinda took it for granted. Welcome to everyone that's joining. I hope you had a great one today. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like it actually. But I mean, as I said, I think yesterday, I am also counting the encounters that I do. I mean that I did and that I will do in the future while looking for the Feebas pouch. As for example, I started to like check the patches from the south. I mean on the southern part of the screen, and went one by one, and I counted all the encounters in the Hound. So I mean in the end it's not even that bad actually. Are pretty much similar to the encounters that I'm doing right now that are like static, but the only different thing is that I had to count how many times I was fishing in each patch. But yeah. And also my theory was correct. I thought that if I actually phase on Feebas and I actually catch something else, I will of course have to save, and then Feebas will be like refreshed, so I will have to hunt for the correct patch again. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's actually built in like pretty good as a mechanic, because as far as I understood, every single patch in which Feebas is located in is like separated. Every patch is separated from the other ones in which there is Feebas, so that they actually don't get stuck together. So you are eventually getting it in my opinion, maximum like 2 hours or 2 hours and a half. So in the end, it's not even that much of an effort. I mean, when I was a child, this was like a legendary Pokemon actually, because everyone knew that it existed, but no one got it, and everyone was like looking at it as like some impossible thing to get. The normal one I'm talking about, of course. And yeah, actually now I'm shinyhunting for it, so that's kind of crazy, and that's also why I actually want to keep it as a Feebas, just because of how like iconic that is. Yeah, I will for sure do that, Joaquin, for sure. Thank God I never did that, and I hope it will never happen to me actually. I already expressed how much I hate losing my shinies actually. Can you guys tell me if this stream is like lagging, or I mean if it's good, because it seems to me that my like connection is not amazing tonight. So I just wanna be sure that everything is working fine. Yeah, and I was too, Eli. I was too. But in the end, I mean, of course, it's more difficult to find a shiny than to find a normal Feebas, of course. But yeah, in the end, it's not even that difficult. You just gotta be patient, and yeah, patience is the key. Patience, actually. Yeah, they always do. I mean, as a child, everyone, but even for these shinies, like, I remember a couple of friends of mine, like in elementary school, that actually found shinies in the wild, and literally all the class was like giving them, like, they were telling them that they were cheaters, actually. Yeah, actually. But the previous days, I mean, there were, I don't want to say a lot of people, but kinda. But I mean, happens. Everyone has its own stuff to do, so I mean, it's fine anyway. They will eventually come later on the stream. I hope to. But if not, it's okay anyway. In my opinion, hot take, shiny Golbat, it's cool. I don't know. I was actually happy when I found my first ever Golbat in a cliff cave. It was a couple months ago. I have no idea how many. But my first ever Golbat, my first ever shiny Golbat, was Jolly, and I was not synchronizing for it. It was crazy. And I also love the nickname that I give him. That's actually also why I'm so in love with it. I called it Bateman, but like it was wrote but in caps lock, and then E-Man, because it was like a reference to Patrick Bateman, the American Psycho's protagonist, and also that's actually the same actor that was playing Batman, and it was just so cool as a name, in my opinion. It came up on my mind like completely randomly, and I was in love with it. And also shiny Crobat. In my opinion, it's very good looking. It's so sweet as a shiny. How many shinies do you have, guys? I mean full odds. Me personally, I think I'm reaching like almost 100. I don't know. I actually have a spreadsheet in which I got all my shinies with all the encounters, the Pokeball I catched it in, but I don't remember actually how many of them I got. I think like 90, maybe. I should check actually. Let me see. I'll check it right away. By the way, someone subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much if you are in the stream. I appreciate that a lot, and I'm happy that you are liking the vibe. Let me see how many full odds shinies I got. I got like 76 full odds shinies. No, 77 because I didn't put the random magneton yet. 40 is still a very good number actually. I mean, they might seem not that many, also like 76 that are mine full odds shinies, but I mean, if I look back at all the effort that I put in them, I mean, I spent I don't know how many hours on them, and I enjoyed all of those hours because I was just like chilling, watching some series. So I mean, I was not even dedicated like all the time that I used in that session was also dedicated to the TV series. That is something that I would have watched anyways. So like shinyhunting was a plus actually. I was just farming, and yeah, that's another reason why in my opinion it's not a waste of time, because I mean I'd be watching something on like Netflix or stuff like that regardless. So I mean, I was seeing it just as a plus, and I'm also doing it right now. So I mean, I still see it right now as a plus. I mean, if I'm not streaming, of course, because if I'm streaming, I can't watch anything. If not like my screens and the chat and the stream layout. Yeah, exactly. Eli, what is the shiny you are the most proud of that you got? And also that's also referred to every other person in the stream actually. Drop the shiny you are the proudest of. I wanna see it. I don't know actually which is mine. I mean, it would be like too mainstream to say a roamer, but it might be that. I don't know if Mesprit or Raikou, but I think between them two, Mesprit was like harder to get because I had to check the map in the touchscreen. So that's something that is of course counting actually. But apart from the roamers, I don't know. Maybe Whismur, just because it was like a super long journey. Yeah. Or also the Regis, because they were like, I got an insane luck. My most impressive shiny. What do you mean by saying impressive? Do you actually mean like best good looking or like the craziest find because of like the lack of encounters or I mean, tell me what you actually mean. Registeel, yeah. We got something in common. I'm also so proud of my Registeel. So cool as a Regi. Personally, my favorite shiny Regi is Regice. In my opinion, I mean, I'm talking about the 4 and also maybe 5th gen, because after those generations, they like destroyed, in my opinion, Regice as a shiny. The shiny sprite, it's in my opinion so good in the old generations, and that's why I really like it. That like vibrant like white blue, stunning. Alright, so my most impressive shiny. That's actually something I had to think about. Give me a couple seconds. Let me scroll down my YouTube channel just so that I can see all of them together, because that's a good question actually. I don't know. One shiny that I'm super proud of is Venomoth, the 5% one in the Safari Zone that I caught. It was... I mean, I was so freaking happy. I was freaking out when I caught it. But... I don't know. I'd say Mesprit, Raikou, and Venomoth. Whismur, these 4 actually. But if I have to choose one of them, I might go for Raikou. Just because I don't know, I started my YouTube channel thanks to that hound actually. So it will always have a place in my heart. So I might go for it. But I mean, to other people, I don't think it's super impressive, apart from being a roamer. I mean, for people watching my channel, I think the most impressive might seem Spirit or Whismur, just because Whismur was a first live on YouTube, and also because it was after 80,000 encounters. So it might be Whismur. But I mean, Whismur is not a super good looking shiny, so it actually loses a couple points because of that. But yeah, I might be answering with Whismur. Hi Pokemon! How are you doing? I hope great. I repeat that, I said it at the beginning of the stream actually. I've already set up the layout for Magikarp and Feebas. So I'm putting all my effort and all my hopes in Latios to shine first. So he better not betray me. Yeah, the green like earths are very cute in my opinion. And I will never evolve it actually, so it will always be a Whismur. Yeah, and those are the two the two nicknames I wanna give them actually. You striked. I wanna name them. I wanna name Magikarp Nemo and Feebas Dory. Regardless of their gender, actually. At least now I think I won't care, because I want them as a duo and I want them like being nicknamed like that. So yeah. Insane. I mean, if I'm finding a female Feebas and a male Magikarp, it would be like perfect. I'd be so satisfied. I mean, Nemo would actually be more appropriate to a regular Magikarp actually, but I don't care. I'm actually not catching a regular Magikarp. Welcome to everyone that's joining. If you have ideas, drop like a cool name for an eventual Gyarados. I think I wrote down something for it. Yeah, I wanted to nickname it Tsukinoko. Tsuchinoko, I don't know how it's pronounced. It should be Tsuchinoko. That's like I think a mythological serpent, if I'm not wrong. And I like to give like, I mean, I used to give mythological like nicknames, like with mythological references. And I'd like to actually go on doing that. That's why. But if you have like better ideas, feel free to drop them in the chat. Another like cool name might be like something like Diablo, or like something with like the devil, because it's like red with that scary face. It would match actually, in my opinion. So yeah, I still have to figure out the best one. By the way, we have already done almost 200 encounters for Latios tonight. We're grinding. In around 2000 encounters, we are going to triple odds. I wish I wasn't saying this. You're terrible with names. Don't you like give nicknames? Do you keep them with their like original names? I personally used to, like before starting to get lots of shinies, I was keeping them with their name. But I don't know, at some point I just turned and choose to like make them even more mine than they actually were, and that's why I choose to give them nicknames. I couldn't give the nicknames to all the old ones because I didn't have the I mean I had no more the save file, so I couldn't change it, unfortunately. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's still funny. I mean, that's another like good thing of the nicknames. You can like do puns or like do something like easy. I mean, I named Eradicate Snitch, so I mean. It was a fun shiny, that one, because it was it was a phase. I phased on a Vulpix. I mean, I phased on my Aunt for Vulpix on that Raticate, and at first I didn't even realize it was a shiny because I was super focused on the episode I was watching, and I missed the sparkles. And when I watched to the screen, there just was a giant rat that was just a little bit more orange, and I just reacted like, is that a shiny? I threw to it a ball and it sparkled again, so it was a shiny. And I caught it, of course. Of course. Yeah, I see. You're busy. It's fair. Let me think about other nicknames. I mean, other like meme nicknames. I'll just go back check my spreadsheet actually. Yeah, I named my shinymakargo Gary, the character from SpongeBob. Let me see. Oh, also, as I said, I found a couple shiny Wurmple in the Eterna Forest, and because of the fact that I was getting that many of those, and that I will eventually get even more of them because I will do another phase, another journey in the Eternal Forest. I choose to nickname them like with literally random people's name. Like, I think I named one Paul. Like, literally the first name that came up to my mind was the nickname, actually. Let me see, actually, the nicknames. So... I'm not finding them. Give me a second. Oh, no. Paul was like in the waiting room. Mark and Cindy. These are the two nicknames that I gave them. That is actually hilarious. Welcome everyone that's coming in. Feel free to write in the chat, don't be shy. I will answer immediately. Today I'm not gonna go that long with the stream because tomorrow is Monday. I gotta be like energetic, so I think like at midnight, so in like an hour I'm going off stream. It's still a good time remaining. Let's see how many encounters we are able to get. I'm super afraid of jumping into March with still like a Latios on my screen. Just imagine if it was a roamer. If it was the roamer Latios. By now I'd be like at 4,000 encounters. Kinda. Because if it was a roamer, I would be hunting it, I think, as a one-off. So I might be even like at 3,000, not 4,000. I'm trying to like think about how much time did Mesprit take me. I found it in February, but I don't remember how I started the hunt. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it was on like 6th gen. Imagine if I was hunting it in like 4th gen with 8192. I'd be like dead right now. If I had your luck, actually, and if I had my luck, actually, because it's not good, even mine. wasn't it like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the games? If I'm remembering correctly, it should be them. By the way, hunting for a roamer and like that roamer taking you a full year should really be frustrating. Because if you're only hunting that Pokemon and nothing else, you're just hunting, I mean, not every day, but every time you're hunting, you're actually finding nothing. I mean, when I was hunting for Mesprit, I was also double hunting in the Stark Mountain. Yeah. Yeah, I started hunting in the like Victory Road, and then I moved to the Stark Mountain because I found like immediately my target. That was the yellow Azumarill that was at 15%. First phase, incredible. By the way, yeah, I just put in the layout 2 Platinums with the Stark Mountain. That, I mean, just because, as I said, roaming hunts might be super frustrating, and that's why I put the Stark Mountain nearby, because actually these are super fast encounters, and this actually means fast shinies, and that's just a super like encouragement actually to go on with the roamer. Because I mean, spending like couple months without finding a single shiny was not good, both for my channel and for my like mental health actually. I mean, sitting every day doing like not even 70 encounters per day was kind of bad. I mean, I wouldn't say that they were giving it for free, actually. I mean, it's still difficult to get a roamer, even if it's like 1 in 4096. I mean, it's not like gifted, actually, in my opinion. It's still difficult, and because of that, super congrats that you managed to get it. But yeah. It was actually a good play to switch to Auras, actually, to hunt for a Latios. But did you by chance hunted also for Larias, or are you only like on Latios? I mean, did you only get Latios? And I also suppose that if you haven't already, you are not going to get like the duo at this point. Looking at like how it hurted you actually. And it's fair. I completely understand. Oh, alright. Good for you then. Yeah. I've never seen actually that hunt in 6th gen. Is the I mean actually the cutscene, Larios cutscene, different from the Larios one? Or am I missing something? I mean, they should have actually the same cinematic, or not? In like Soul Silver and Earth Gold, the Romer ones, I think they got the same one. By the way, every time we talk about Romers, I got like that ante that I'm not getting, like in my head every single time, and I don't know if I will actually go for it, and I will like actually leave my Raikou forever and ever alone, because I don't wanna get another Raikou. I don't wanna do like all the effort for the Romer and get like a duplicate. I mean, that 50-50, it's huge. But I mean, looking back at it, I mean, it really was the best Romer to go for. It's like really the most simple one. I mean, it's not simple because the cutscene is also long, because you gotta like talk with the dogs and then go out of the Barnet Tower and then get to the road and then go up and down to before seeing the dogs. So that was not easy at all, but it's the best one to approach if it's your first Romer. Oh, okay, I see. Welcome everyone. We are almost to triple odds. By the way, I might show you the graphic I will use eventually if I find Larios. I will actually switch it very quickly. It's this one. It's just a waterfall in the back. I mean, with a... I think it's cool, in my opinion. So yeah, I went for this one. But I mean, I will never use it if I'm not actually finding a Larios. Yeah, the Electrode Runaway is incredible. But I was playing on 2 of them and they were super fast. And the shiny is also super cool. Caught it in a Mega Ball. It matches perfectly. Super satisfied. I'd love to get one in the capture cards actually. But I mean, I've already done it. And I mean, if I want to go for another Electrode, I will have to do that in Gen 3. In the same place where I found my random Magneton. Because in that place there is like the static encounter for Electrode 2. So yeah, because I have no more Electrodes available in my Heart Gold and Soul Silver games. Because I mean, I already beat all the 4 games. And there is no way I'm buying like another cartridge to hunt for an Electrode. I might do it for like, I mean, to hunt a Romer, and then eventually I'll just sell it right away as soon as I find the Romer. so that might be even like effortless. I mean, getting the game, because there are a couple like chances to get them like cheap and to also sell them like at an higher price that you have bought them, so that might also be an investment, like, yeah. And did you start it already, or are you planning on hunting for the Electrode? Because that one is the type of shiny that you can literally find within a week, literally. Even if you hunt like an hour per day. I mean, in a single hour... I mean, I don't know actually how many encounters you are able to do with a single device in a minute, but in my opinion, like 5 or 6 encounters in a single minute. Maybe more. I don't know, I think there was no battle animation when you drop the Pokemon, so I mean, theoretically it should get like no more than 10 seconds per encounter. Maybe 10 seconds are even too many, actually. Congrats on the Entei. I wish it was me having that one. I gotta go for it someday. I have to accept the challenge. I mean, I want to have all the like trios completed. I got all the Lake trios and Mesprit was the roamer. I will go for Suicune in 4th gen, of course. I don't know when, but it's a Pokemon that I'm so in love with, and I will for sure go for it. And then I will only be missing Entei, so I gotta go for it. Good luck on tapping and Diro. I also wanted to start the starter rounds, the 5th gen starter rounds. Also, Diro is such a cool shiny, and the fact that it's light blue, just as Mew, it's, I don't know, I like the story, so... Your black 2 is in Italian? Alright. So if you hunt for that tapping while you are on stream, on my stream, you are getting it, 100%. I'm calling it. The Italian tapping is coming. By the way, I'm such a fan of Diro. If only I didn't find like 2 of them, 3 of them, not 2. 2 was like back to back, and then I found the 3rd one. I would still love it so much, but right now I'm still a little bit hating it for popping out that many times. I was getting so much used to find a Diro, it was just like my curse, actually. I was like going out of my mind. But at least, even if it was painful, I'm incredibly glad that I've got Whismur before the end of 2023. Because I mean, it was like the most important thing I wanted to put in my shiny compilation. That is a very important video to me, because I mean, I love editing the compilations and just being able to watch, to look at all my 2023 highlights and ending the year with that shiny. Yeah, that is for sure the shiny I'm the most proud of. For everything. The fact that it was the first on YouTube, the fact that it came like literally when it had to came, because I mean I closed the year with it, and I mean the fact that it was an ON sound round, so it was, I mean, a bit more difficult than a normal random encounter round. All these like features together, I think that make it like the most valuable shiny I got. Even more than a roamer. I mean, at least to me. Then, I mean, everyone is gonna think that a roamer is like way more important than it. But to me, Whismur is the most important one. So far, at least. We still don't know what is gonna come in the future. In Italy is almost 11:30 p.m. So I think I'm gonna go like off stream in like 40 minutes. Huge. It would be really an honor. It really would. And don't forget the underscore. I don't even know if it's like a thing that you can put in a Pokemon's name. Easy. It's an honor. I mean, a shiny Ember that in my opinion is incredibly broken as a shiny. Super duper cool. Like named like me. Insane. I mean, if it was a bad shiny, I would have been offended, like, actually, I would have felt it. But thank god it's one of the, I think the best shinies, actually. I mean, those, like, flames that it got on the shoulders are too cold. That's for sure something I wanna see on my screen someday. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Between the starters, for sure. Completely agree. I wish they like did something more for Samurott, actually. Serperior, in my opinion, it's super clean. Like that little blue. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know. Let me actually check for a translation of what I wanna say, because I'm not sure. Yeah, it's so, I mean, it gives me a like noble vibe, the shiny superior. Barsamurot, I think that maybe black. I know that I always say like I'd like to change this shiny to black, but I don't know, I'm such a fan of that color, and I think it would actually suit it. See ya, Pokemon. Thank you for being here. See ya. Have a good one. Dude, I actually could have never thought that I would have actually enjoyed that much streaming, actually. I'm so stoked. It's super relaxing, and I mean it's also fun to have a talk, and it's also a way to get better with my fluency, so I'm super cool with streaming. It is revealing just a super cool resource. And it's also I mean a very useful way to like spread my passion, actually, in a more like consistent way, because it also makes my channel being active like literally every time I hunt. That is something that I was of course not doing before, so I'm super happy with that for all these reasons together. And I also wanna really know how it feels like to find a shiny live, but like live for real, not like just recording and then uploading the video. Yeah, we almost to 23Ks. It's getting long. Let me see the exact number of my Dialga, because we are almost there, I think. Dialga came out after 23 and 368. We are almost there. Do you have actually any Pokemon action figure? Because I have a couple of them, I got all the like Bulbasaur family, but they are very small. I'll show them to you. Let me take them. Like these, super like small. And I also got the Venusaur and the Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur is... I really like that Mega Evolution. Also the regular one. Super cool in my opinion. And I also have Gengar. That's it. I have nothing else. I mean, I prefer the Charizard line, but a friend of mine got this family of Bulbasaur and I bought it from him for like 15 euros. Super cool Gardevoir. You also got the Gardevoir tattoos, am I correct? You are a fan of that Pokemon, I see. The Mega is also really cool. And also the Shiny. Super cool line. I'm also a fan of Gallade. I don't know if I prefer Gardevoir or Gallade because I like the fact that it's a fighting like sprite. I really like those type of like fighting Pokemons. Oh, I see. The tournament's merch are also cool stuff. A lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time, yes. Yeah, exactly. Is also a very noble sprite. I wish I could see the Mega Evolutions like running behind your sprite in the in Heartgold and Soul Silver. Like the Mega Blaziken like running behind you. Maybe like like standing on only one leg. It would be like hilarious. Or also Mega Lucario. Yeah. Are you transferring it to X and Y or to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Oh, I thought that you were actually talking about like wanting to see it Mega Evolved. I didn't took your point actually. Now I see. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, but I was talking about like that I'd love to see the Mega Evolution walking behind the sprite. It would be insane. But yeah, I don't know if I would be actually brave enough to... I know that we are referring to Heartgold now, But I was thinking to like transferring shinies from the old gens to like Gen 6. I think I would never. Not because I don't play the like all the newest games, or I mean newest. They came up 11 years ago, but it's because I don't know. In my opinion, like transferring the 8192 shinies to like games that are 496, it's not the best of a decision, actually. But I mean, if you wanna see your shiny Mega Evolved, that's what you gotta do. Yeah, I also wish. But we will never see that, unfortunately. Unless like some fan makes like the fan made in which it's actually possible, but I'm not the type of person that actually plays those type of games, so I will never see personally the megas in the back. So do you like transfer everything to your Alpha Sapphire? Or, I mean, it's your master, but only like for certain shinies? Because I was also doing the thing of like having a sort of game that was like a bank in which I got all the shinies, that is my pearl. But when I decided to start hunting in Gen 5, I chose not to transfer all the I chose not to transfer the shinies from Gen 3 because in the end I could not have all of them in Pearl because of Gen 5, so I choose also to leave my shinies in Gen 3. But actually makes me sad the fact that I can't have a unique game in Gen 3 in which I got all of them, because I can't exchange them because I only got 1 SP, and I also don't have the item to connect the 2 SPs to be able to exchange the Pokemons. So I will leave all my shinies in the 3rd gen games that I have found them in, until I'll eventually get another SP and the item. But I don't even know if I will do it actually. Yeah. That's what I'm actually doing, apart from Gen 3. And I mean, Gen 5 I still haven't started hunting, but I will keep all of them in, like, I think in a copy of Black 2 that I got. There is already plenty of Pokemons from my childhood, actually. So yeah. But I gotta find a solution to the Gen 3 situation. Or I mean, I could leave all of them in the game I found them in. But I don't know, I don't really like the idea. I mean, I wanna have the singular file and I want to scroll down the PC and being able to see all the effort at once, actually. Almost 4,080 and 800 for Feebas, by the way. Honestly speaking, when I started the Feebas sound, I had a feeling that I was like ending a phase super quickly. My master file in 4gen is a copy of Pearl that I got from my childhood, and in that copy there is actually everything I have, everything I've found so far, apart from Paras and Venomoth, that are the first two Pokemons that I'm leaving in Gen 3, and all the other Gen 3 shinies that I'll get from that time on, I leave them in Gen 3, because I've already found the 3 starters from Kanto in Gen 3, but I've already transferred them, so I cannot take them back, but I think I wouldn't actually, because I wanna look at my Charizard in 4gen. I know I can get also them in 4gen from the Professor Oak, but I mean, I don't think I will go for them, because I already got the Kanto starters live, all of them. But I don't know, maybe in the future I'll eventually go for them another time in Ergon and Soulsilver. I don't know, but I don't think so, because I can't transfer them back to Gen 3, so there would actually be no point. If not like to actually do another round, another starter round, but I don't know, I've done so many of them, and I still have to do the ON starters and the Unova starters, so yeah, I think I will not. Yeah. Always can in the future. But yeah, as I said, my Pearl is like my son, actually. In that game there is literally everything. I got that game like almost maxed out. I could actually have the Pokédex also completed, but I still don't, because I don't feel like catching the last things, but I think I'm missing very few of them, that are of course the like most difficult one to get. But yeah, I will do it in the future, in the spare time actually, maybe when I'm on holidays, because I can't record actually, so if I'm tired like in the evening, I might like go on. And that is actually the scenario in which I go on setup in my game, when I'm not able to record because I'm like away, so I just get advantage of the situation to still bring on the channel by setuping a couple games. No, not in the time. The time should be like 350 hours. But I was talking about like the items and all the like the monies that, I mean, it's super easy to get a lot of money in that game, because there is like this spot before the last series in which you can use the key item that makes you like fight again the trainers that you have already fought, and there in that place there is like a trainer that gives you so many money, so it's pretty easy. But I got like all the moves, all the items, even the items from the fighting area, like the one for the EVs, that are pretty difficult to get. I mean, difficult, you gonna spend some time, But I mean, I didn't do it because they were from an old friend of mine that I bought the game from, so I took advantage of the situation, and before like starting over the file, I transferred them to my game, so I add them without effort put in, actually. Yeah. When I bought that game from that friend of mine, there were like so many things in that game, and at the time I still didn't knew about the possibility to unlock the events after they got released, actually. And when I actually explored the cartridge that I bought, there were like a lot of events. For example, I mean Darkrai and Shaymin, but I already got them because of the Void glitch. But also Regigigas, that is something that I couldn't get, or at least I thought I couldn't get, because there is no Void glitch for Regigigas, and you need the event to unlock the Registeel and all the others. And I was super happy because the Regis are my favorite trio, actually. In my opinion, they are amazing, and I've always wanted to own them, but I couldn't because I didn't know about the event. I mean, I didn't know about the possibility to unlock the event. So when I saw about I saw the Regigigas in the Cherish Ball, I was out of my mind, actually. It was incredible. And it also got Manaphy egg, I think a couple of them. So that was also a super cool advantage. I will never hunt for Manaphy, but it's still cool to have the eggs because I don't have Pokemon Ranger and I'm not planning on buying them because I don't care at all. And I'm not even planning on like hunting Manaphy, but also like getting the eggs. But it's cool to have them in the box with all the other like special things. So with the shinies or with the events. Did you ever think about going for a shiny Manaphy? I honestly don't. I have never and I never will. That's way too much time consuming. There is no way I'm going for it. It's like there is no way, there is not like a way to make that hunt optimal, and that's why I will never do it. Not because I'm afraid of it, because it's not because of that, because I mean if I can hunt for these shinies I could also hunt for that, but I don't know, just like not being able to get a shining for that much time, I think it would be boring more than actually everything else. I mean, I think I wouldn't enjoy the process, and I hunt because I like hunting, so that's like not an hunt for me. Yeah, I see. It's pretty fair, actually. I mean, in that game you can also... Yeah. It's the same for me. I mean, the hunts in which you have to move too much, I mean, apart from the roamers that every once in a while it's okay to do, but like getting the eggs, transferring them from file to file, running without the bicycle, and also encountering beat off over like uncatchable Starlies. It's so bad that hunt in my opinion. But I admire a lot everyone that actually have found a shiny Manaphy, because that's an insane shiny for sure. something that I've thought about was the Sinjo Ruins trio, so Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Because you can actually go for them literally while you're studying, literally, and it's insane. Such a thing is insane to me. You can literally study and hound. I mean, study and be focused while studying, of course. It's insane. I don't know if I will ever do that. Also because I think I already triggered that event in my games. I don't remember actually, but I'm sure that I got at least 2 of the save files that I got are already triggered. So I think it would be difficult. I mean, if I would actually study while hunting for these Sinjo ruins. I mean, if I would hunt for them, I would go for like quad hunting. Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, it's a super slow hunt. You got at least to quad hunt. I mean, you are like okay if you are also like double hunting or triple hunting, but if you got 4 devices, you should go quad, in my opinion. But as I said, I don't think I still have the event available, so I think I'll never do that. And also I already got like the Alga, Palkia, and Giratina. But I mean, that's not a sufficient reason not to go for them. Because I mean, it's a completely different Pokemon. Like being a level 1 legendary, just as Regigigas, it's a very cool feature. But I don't know. By the way, I'm gonna go on for like 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go off stream. Let me put a bit. Alright, I was just moving a little bit the Latios in the layout. That's better than before. Let me reach at least the 900 for Latios. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, in the end the weekend is over, so I mean, we are back to the routine. I actually stick to my like weekly routine even in the weekend. But I mean, this one weekend was a bit different just because I just started hunting and I just started streaming, sorry, and I'm enjoying it. So I was so pumped, and I am so pumped. So I wanted to do a bit more than usual. Because yeah, I used to hunt like from 10 to midnight. I don't want to say every day, but almost. But during the day, I have no time. I mean, I have to do other things actually. just like everyone else. Miss the fish. Every time I miss a fish, I think like, and if that missed fish was the Shiny Feebas, and then I feel bad, so I no more think about it. By the way, I'm super like cool with the background of the layout that I choose to put for Latios and Latios. In my opinion, it's super appropriate as a background. It's not like plenty of like particulars or things, and in my opinion it is actually what a background should be, because it's just a background. I mean, you gotta be focused on what's over the background. Yeah, I also do that, like the pink cloud in the like in the southern part of the screen. I don't know, in the like below, it's super cool. Also because, I mean, those are psychic types, so I mean pink. Yeah, and that's the last encounter bar. Let me do one more for Latios. Let me eat the like 902. Let's see if we are striking. And then I'm gonna end the stream. No, it's not a photo of mine. I took it from a free site, from a free website. Let's see the last encounter. I'm gonna do also one for Feebas. Nothing. Super strange. There we go. Thank you all so much for being in my company. I enjoyed so much this stream, as always. I hope you did the same. And yeah, I hope you will have a great time, and see you in the next one.